Okay, guys, let's get started now, please. Guys, we'll get started. Guys, right, we'll get started now. Huzzah, come on, we'll get started now. Can you take out your paper? Let's get started. Take out paper, please. What I think will be good to do for this class is to run through the mid-semester that you did. Okay, so I think that'd be a good idea. So let's get a start on that one now. Guys, come on. Can we start, please? Do I have everyone's attention now? Yes? Okay, so. Guys, there's still lots of background chatter. Can we get started? Yes, please? Okay, so 1A. So question 1 on the exam that you had to open up with was an algebra question, and the first one was a complete the square question. So let me just copy that down here. You were given fx equals 2x squared minus 7x minus 10. And you're told to write it in the form of a x plus h squared plus k. And you were also told that a, h, and k were all fractions, potentially rational numbers, q. Yeah?
So q means fraction?
Fractions, yeah. Rational numbers.
So we need to write in fractions?
Well, I think... Well, no, you did decimals, I remember, and that's fine. That's fine, yeah. Because technically speaking,
it's nicer to write in fractions.
Yeah, but technically it's acceptable because
it's easier for me to write in.
Yes, you were the only one who did that. I thought it was quite odd, but anyways. Okay, so let's have a look. Guys, come on, let's have a look. Please. I have to keep stopping, you know. Let's have a look. So first we'll take 2 out. So that gives us 2x squared minus 7 over 2x minus 5. Okie dokie? Yep. And then what we'll do is we'll complete the square inside. So that is x minus 7 over 4 squared. And now the number at the back, remember, I'll write it on the side here. It's this number minus the square of this number. So you'll have to do minus 5 minus 49 over 16. Wasn't that it? Whoops, sorry. Which comes in to be... Well, I don't know actually. I don't have a calculator on me. What is that, please? Minus 129 over 16. Okay. And then, finally, we multiply in the 2. So that is 2 x minus 7 over 4 squared minus 129 over 8. So before we continue, some general feedback to the class. I was somewhat surprised by how many people got this one wrong. I thought, we have success 100%. You have calculators, you have calculators. So anyways, some mild disappointment from your teacher for this one, okay? I thought I was giving you an easy one to get started. Okay, so write that down and we'll go on to the B part now. 10 marks. How much did I say question 1 was worth? How many parts were in question 1? 4. So each part is worth...
But it could be like increasing.
Yeah.
But you get marked for just getting the answer.
At this level, no. Oh, sorry, yeah, if you just wrote the answer, you get full marks.
What about the process and you feel the answer?
No, at this level, you should be getting it perfect. So if you made a mistake, it was 0. This isn't an advanced question. It's not, I'm sorry. You need to be hitting this fully right at this stage of the year.
What about the second question? Should it be like writing all of that, or we could also.
I'll get to it. Guys, what's the questions? What's the problem? What's the problem? Okay. Look, I'll just put it this way. This question was 10 marks. Okay. If this was in NCUK exam, okay, it'd be 3 marks because obviously I made the marks bigger to add up to 100. Okay. If this was an NCUK exam question, it'd be 3 marks. Why would it be 3 marks? Because it would go 1, 1, 1. Okay. So yeah, all right. If you made a mistake and I gave you 0, you might feel I'm hard done by. But I mean, most people who got this wrong got both of these wrong or one of these wrong. If you feel like you should get 1 mark because you knew to take the 2 out, you know, I won't listen to you too much. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm marking strictly because at this level in the middle of semester 1 for these topics you need to be hitting them perfectly because there are plenty more harder topics you'll screw up and be looking to get attempt marks for. Do you get what I'm saying? There's much harder stuff coming that will get you attempt marks. At this level of algebra I need to see it perfectly right, and I think that is fair. Okay. The next one, B. Write the minimum point. So, taking this answer here, what's the minimum?
7 divided by 4 and
7 over 4 and minus 129 over 8.
and I wrote 1 in the fraction and 1 in.
Yeah, it was peculiar. Question what? It's okay? Yeah. I think this question was okay for you. I kind of remember your paper, you got this one fine, didn't you? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. What? Yeah, I was also going to say some people wrote only the X or only the Y, but the question was clearly what is the minimum point? Yeah.
The minimum point is the same as vertex, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
And the same as turning point.
Same as turning point. Correct. Yeah. Anything else here? No?
Also 10 marks.
Yep. But you see, like, that's a good thing.
No, it's not, but let's go.
Yeah. Right. C part 1 was a part that was successfully answered by pretty much everybody, which was explain why f must have 2 real roots. And everybody went with the strategy of calculating the discriminant pretty much, and everybody pretty much said the discriminant is positive, so it has 2 roots. Yeah, not nearly everyone. You did not say this, I believe, yes. So what is the discriminant here? It's b squared minus 4ac, I think it's something like this. So therefore 2 roots. Okay?
This one will be interesting. I forgot to ask about 4.
Question, yeah?
How many marks will we get if we just write that the discriminant is greater than 0 so it has 2 roots?
That's fine. I gave you the 10 marks for writing that. So, see, I can be generous too. No. Yeah? Yeah. That's fine too. I gave you the marks for that. Yeah. Huh? What did you write? Yeah. 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 What's wrong? Is there any question I've done so far that was not a reasonable question that we've done in class? No. So I don't know why everybody's acting like, what the heck is this?
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for my grades.
Okay, all right. Right. Okay. C part 2. The question was to find the roots in the form P plus minus Q, where P, Q are where P, Q are rational. So I think everybody went pretty much with the quadratic formula. Yes? And a lot of people wrote, this is the answer.
Wrong.
Yeah, which is wrong.
This is one
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah, the answer should have been this.
I found that.
I thought that was a question like, is that belong to the previous question?
What's the difference?
No, it's a whole different.
It's different. You recognize that it's different.
Yeah. I was thinking like, should I leave it like 4 at the bottom, or like put inside?
You chose wrong. Now watch. What happened? Oh, you made a mess. Okay, look up. So, what is the difference? Now, this is showing the importance of reading the question carefully. So, I said give it in the form of p. What's p? Fraction. Yes. Plus or minus root a fraction. When you write it in this form, what you've done is given it in the form p plus or minus root a number over another number, which is not in the root.
Teacher,
Yeah.
this answer is followed by the bracket.
Yeah, I thought this was like a question by itself, not followed by the previous.
I can't accept that because this was C part 2 and the previous question was C part 1. So like clearly in an exam situation, if I label it C part 1 and C part 2, you must know that they're linked. Now, if you didn't know that, that's fine. You've learned something in future. This is true in the other subjects as well. Yeah. So, only one person did this properly. Everybody else misread or misunderstood the question. Okay, so most students got like 30 out of 40 for question 1. Most people were let down by this last part here, just because they didn't fully process what I was looking for here. Yeah. So I think what happened was you just went in, you used your calculator, and you wrote the answer down, right? Without thinking any more about it. Except for you, you thought deeply about it, and you picked the wrong one. Yeah, so that's worse.
Even more painful.
Well, you won't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is important because you're learning. In the final exam, there was one question where it said, find the equation of the line, give your answer in the form of this. Okay? But half the students didn't fully read the question and gave their answer in this form. Okay? It's important that you give it in the form that they asked for in the question. So you need to learn from this. Yes? Yeah. Okay. Guys, no, come on. Come on. I'm going to look at number 2 now. How's that? Number 2 now. Yeah. Now, good thing is, question 2 was answered quite well by most of you. So a lot of people did very well in question 2. Pretty much most people got most of the question right. Maybe there was some difficulty in the last part. Yeah. But actually, it was very well answered. I was happy with question 2. The first one was, what's the value of S? It was 1.1. Yeah, the formula was the population T is equal to S times e power 0.1 T times 10 to the 6. And that was for Sapphire City. And you're told that at the beginning, there was 1.1 million people in Sapphire City. So you had 1,100,000 equals SE 0.1 times 0 times 10 to the 6. So e power 0 is obviously 1. And when you divide by the 10 to the 6 over here, I think pretty much everybody got S is 1.1 then. So that's fine. It was 6 marks. This question was 30 marks, so it was 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 for all of them. So you've banked 6% at this stage, is it good? Okay. Right. B. And then the next thing was also very well answered, which was to predict the population in 2015. So 2015, I think we were saying the T is 5, because we start in 2010. So the population then is 1.1 times E times 0.1 times 5 times 10 to the 6. And any answer that was rounding off to 1.8 million, most people gave me the full decimal, but I was just looking to see 1.8 million. So I think, again, this was very well answered. The next part, part C, was also very well answered. It was find the predicted change in the population of Sapphire Sea. Now, a lot of people were a little bit confused by this, but I was also happy to see that a lot of people in the exam understood what was needed to be done here. That you want the change during 2015, which means you need to calculate at the end of 2015 and at the start of 2015 and then subtract. Huh?
What is that specifically?
What?
What number? 5 and 5 what?
Oh yeah, so we'll put the numbers in now. So find the predicted change in the population during 2015. In the previous question, it said find the predicted population in Sapphire Sea at the beginning of 2015. So you know at the start of 2015, you have a population of 1.8 million. Now, the end of 2015 is more or less the same thing as the start of 2016, which means that T needs to equal 6. Yeah? But if you didn't use T as 6, if you use something like 5.999 or whatever, that's fine too. That's fine too, yeah. So you do the population at 6 minus 1.8 million. So what was that? 1.1 times e power 0.1 times 6 times 10 to the 6 minus 1.8 million. So everybody who did this pretty much got the answer of 190,000 roughly. It was 0.19 million roughly. Yeah, so this was very well answered, and I was happy with that because a few of you were confused in the exam about exactly what the question was looking for, so that's good. Okay. D. The predicted population in Avalon is 3.7 million. Write down and solve an equation in K. Okay. So for D here, you have QT equals 3.9 times e power kt times 10 to the 6. And you were given the population in 2011. So what's the T? T is 1. So you're told that this is 3709795 equals 3.9 times E1K times 10 to the 6. So you'll divide by 3.9, divide by 10 to the 6, and you get this number equals EK. So how do you get K? Yeah, so you take the log of this number, and when you take the log you get roughly to 2 decimal places. Minus 0.05 is the K then. I think it was something like 499, something like that, yeah. Okay. Okay. So again, that was also well answered. Part E, the last part here, I'd say maybe slightly less than half, maybe half the class got part E here, which was find the year when the populations are equal. Yeah, question? T equals? Yeah.
But not the exact, like, you
Yeah.
add it to the 20 things, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Will I give you the marks? No. No. So, I said, find the year, and I wanted a year as the answer, I'm afraid. Yeah? Yeah. 3 or 4 students wrote they wrote T is 8. Yeah. Now I'm only being, hey guys, I'm only being this harsh so you can learn your lesson and not make this mistake in the real exam. Okay, because in the real exam you wouldn't get 0 marks, but you would waste marks that you didn't need to waste because you misread the question. Okay, so this is a painful lesson that you need to learn.
Yeah. Oh, it's not ouch, you need to be happy.
Yeah. But will you make the mistake again? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, so. No, I don't think you will. I think you'll remember next time not to do this. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so find when the populations are equal. So that means you need to make PT equals QT. P was S. Oh, sorry, we know S. 1.1 times e power 0.1t times 10 to the 6 equals 3.9 times e minus 0.05t times 10 to the 6. Now, first thing we can do to simplify this, what can we cancel? 10 to the 6 goes straight away. And we can have 1.1 over 3.9 equals e minus 0.05t over e power 0.1t. Now, a lot of people screwed up now. Yeah. People started doing mad stuff like cancelling this or cancelling this. Just mad stuff was happening. I couldn't understand it. So a lot of people forgot what to do here, which is minus the powers. Yeah, minus 0.05t minus 0.1t. Yeah. Right? So 1.1 over 3.9 equals e minus 0.15t. What do we do next? Log, cancel, cancel. What's next? Divide by minus 0.15. So you end up getting t is 8. Something like that. So the answer is the year is 2018. Yeah, because it was something like 8.1, then it was slightly into 2018. But the question is during which year? So during 2018. Yeah. Yep. Did you get T as 8? No. Oh, you made a silly mistake?
8.467. I still remember.
Yeah.
If somewhere in my mini explanation I wrote that during this year the population was somewhat equal, would that be considered?
You said sometime during 2018.
Yeah, I said after the end, I showed during 2018 the population.
Oh yeah, that's fine then. That's fine. Yeah. You mentioned that during the year. Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
What if I just wrote this year, like 3 years? You need to write 2018 then?
Now look, hang on. It goes both ways, okay? Earlier, I gave you 10 marks for doing...
I don't care about the first sentence.
for doing this, okay? So, to keep the marks balanced, it had to be, okay, you can easily get marks, but you can easily lose marks, you know?
The first exercise doesn't really, like...
How much would I say should do?
30 marks. Okay, continuing. Yeah, so anyways, you all know next time to read the question and understand it properly. Okay, next one.
It still got 0. Which one is one solving type? That's 0, not solving it.
Or not having anything.
Yeah,
Don't listen. Look. Don't worry. I think what I'm doing for the predicted grades, I'm not going to predict. I'm not. If you got, for example, if you got a B in this test, I'm not going to give you a predicted grade of B. I'll probably give you a predicted grade of A. Okay, so it's not like. Huh? Yeah, we'll have to have a discussion. Don't worry. Yeah. Because obviously it'd be a problem if I give you a predicted grade of that. So I might give people a chance to, like in that situation, to resit a different test then. Okay. I'll talk to Colin about it. Yeah. You know, I understand people have bad days too, as well.
Oh, my day was bad.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yes, and don't forget there's still the end of semester 1 too. Yeah. It depends when your university needs the predicted grade by. So like I think most universities around about like February, March start looking for predicted grades. Okay, so
if let's say we do well at the end of semester, then you use a predicted grade by the end of semester.
correct.
End of
Correct.
semester like mocks, yeah.
And semester 1 exam.
After Christmas, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you do well in the end of semester 1 exam, I'll use that as the basis of your predicted grade. Yeah. So just no, I wouldn't say forget about it because there's valuable lessons to be learned here. Okay, right? Question 3 now. Question 3 was a little bit mixed. It was actually answered quite well by a good few number of you. A lot of you got the start of it right. Just very good. The first question was you had to work out how much was removed at each step. So you could kind of see a pattern emerging. So in the first step 1, in step 1, the middle 1/3 was removed. Yeah. In step 2, the middle 1/3 of each side was removed. So that it was already given to you as 2/9. Okay. And basically, even if you didn't understand it fully, you could kind of see it as a geometric.
Yeah.
That the next one would be then we're multiplying the top by 2 and multiplying the bottom by 3. Yeah. And a lot of you got this. A lot of you got this. Congratulations. 5. 5 for that one. Shh. Can't hear him. Yeah?
Common ratio will be 4, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
How many marks is
5. 5 marks. Yeah. Okay. Is that okay? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of, pretty much everyone, I think, got this one. So good job. The next part, which was also answered very well, is find the total length of all the line segments removed after step N. So this one was basically me asking you to use the formula Sn. And again, a lot of you got that. A, 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. So here, what's the A? It's 1 over 3. And then you said what the or was. What was it? 2 over 3. And then here's 1 minus or. It was 1 over 3. So what cancels? 1 over 3. So a lot of you got the answer here, which was that. Which was good. That was good. Okay. The next part, again, another formula. I was basically asking you for S infinity. Good, yes. Yeah, which is A over 1 minus R. So that's 1 over 3 over 1 over 3. And again, a lot of you got this is 1. Yeah. You just wrote 1?
No, I was working that thing,
But did you get 1 at the end?
yeah.
That's fine then. You had a different way of doing it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. You could have guess this answer too from looking at the process.
Yeah.
Because in each step, you're removing, and then you remove more, and then you remove more, and there's no way that you can be left with anything because you keep removing something in the middle. Keep taking it out.
In the beginning of our question, it was like a line that dots 0 and dots
1, yeah.
dots 1.
Yeah. Huh?
Isn't it like a part of the line?
Yeah, but you won't have any length left. You might end up with just a point, but it won't have any length, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, this was all, sorry, these were all A, 1, 2, 3, not A, B, C. So now we're on to B, 1. This one here, I was also very impressed. A lot of you actually got this one here, which is to work out the endpoints. So the first endpoint A, I mean, you just have to look at the picture and work it out. I'll give you an example, okay? So the first endpoint was here. You had 0, you had 1 over 3, you had A, and you had 1 here.
So
Everything's symmetric. So if that's 1 over 3, this piece here has to be 2 over 3, because this is 1/3 in, and so this will be 1/3 in. And likewise for the next one, that was 0, that was 1 over 9, and then that was 1 over 3, and then that was B. So how big is this piece? 1/9. So how big is this piece? 1/9, you have to go to the left. So B would be 1 over 3 minus 1 over 9. What's that? 2 over 9. Yeah, and so on and so on and so on. Question? Yeah?
Yeah, how do you divide it by a number or to get the
Which one? Like A?
A?
Yeah, what I did was I did 1 minus 1 over 3. Because this length here is 1 over 3. So I need to go backwards 1 over 3. I need to take it away. Go to the left. Yeah?
How many points for A grade?
70. You mean out of 100?
69.
Ah. Well, that's a B then, because...
usually the mark scheme is like from 69 to 79 is...
No.
No.
In
No,
some
no.
cases, I mean.
Well, not in this case, which is what matters right now. So what you have is 2 over 3, 2 over 9, 7 over 9, 8 over 9, 7 over 27, and 25 over 27. The answer here. A lot of you got this, which was impressive. A lot of you got that one. Okay.
That's big.
Yep.
You need it to get any marks.
No. If you wrote the answers down directly, that's fine. Okay. 2 parts left. So this one, a good few of you got it. It was explain why this number here belongs to the set. And essentially what you're looking at here is endpoints. So this here is, what was that? That was like endpoint here, wasn't it? And then when you take away a 9th, you move to this endpoint B. And then when you add on a 27th, you'll move to, on the next step, the endpoint that was just after the B. So anyways, a lot of you had a nice long explanation, but what I was looking for, which a lot of you said essentially, was it will be an endpoint, or it's always on the line, or it moves within, or something along these lines, okay? I was looking for you to understand that as you add these up, you're always sort of traveling within the line. You're hitting the endpoints each time then, yeah? Okay. And the last one was another S infinity question. Again, if you got the answer a different way, that's okay. So S infinity is A over 1 minus R, which is 1 over 3 minus 1 over 3, isn't it? Which is 1 over 3 over 4 over 3, which is 1 over 4 then. Okay. Okay. Right, so I got a fine spread of grades from. So I got a fine spread of grades. Only one person got 100, so yeah, congratulations. But you know, a good few of you did get A's and B's. Okay. Now, like I said, this isn't the be all and end all. You still have your end of semester 1 exam coming up, so you can easily turn it around and get a higher predicted grade for end of semester 1. Okay. This obviously doesn't count towards your final grade. It's not going to contribute to your marks. But I'm hoping that you have. So, hey, what I hope is the mistakes students make in the exam, that they've made them all in this exam and won't make them again in the next exam. That's what I hope, okay? That you remember the things you did wrong here, right? If anybody wants to talk to me about their result or anything like that, you can come see me. You know, you'll get your exact grade. Let's see. Yes, I could. Do you all know your NCUK student number?
The DB number.
Yeah. So what I'll do is, to keep it anonymous, I'll put your marks with your NCUK student number on the notice board tomorrow. So you can look it up then. Yeah. Outside Sylvia's office. Yeah. You all know your NCUK number.
Yeah.
So you can look up what you got then tomorrow. Yeah. Yes. Okay, we'll finish there. There's nothing else to be doing, so we'll finish there.
Okay, you can ask.
Well, hang on. Let me stop the recording now.